the changes that we were talking about, right? All stores replenish based on the pull mode. So order what you've sold. Short resupply lead time for the best sellers and fast movers. They did more changes than just debatching, but we'll see some of the results for that later on. But they made a very concentrated effort to reduce the lead times in their factories. High range and refreshment with low depth, so lower inventory, and then using the buffer to manage each of the SKUs that they have. Okay, so second thing is kind of when they started out on the implementation, these were the kind of things that people were saying within the organization, right? And I think it's a good illustration of kind of the thought process and why, how people get stuck in the way of thinking that they normally do. The inventory that resides in the DC should be in the stores. Otherwise, we're not protecting sales. We're going to lose it. Every single store manager that I've seen has this kind of mentality. If I have as much stuff as I can in the stores, then that's the best I can do. Quantity by product is too small, right? They don't feel comfortable. If they think something's going to sell, they need a lot of it. Minimum batch order quantity. We must send all the inventory of the promotion event to the stores at the beginning of the promotion, meaning we're going to carry out, a sales period of, let's say, a month or 2 months, and we expect this much inventory. Now I'm going to send this much there plus some buffer, right, on top of that. And what happens when it doesn't sell? When it doesn't go as what they've planned? It gets stuck in the store, they put it on liquidation, all that. And meanwhile, maybe in another store, that same product is in shortage because it sold well somewhere else. Best opportunity to sell the slow and no mover items that are in the DCs during a peak event. So we got to push them to the stores. And yeah, a little bit, but in reality, if it's ugly, it's ugly no matter what time of year it is, right? So if it's not selling, it's not going to sell. Pushing it to the store won't make that much of a difference. These are some of the metrics that they got out of the factory. I think, this is the sewing cell. Well, they have a whole bunch of these stations, right? From turning the thread and raw materials into actually garment. They decreased the lead time. I'm not really sure what this is, but you can see basically all measures went up in terms of what they can deliver to the plant warehouse. And actually, having a plant warehouse, a lot of companies have regional warehouses, but having a plant warehouse also means that when you place an order in, you can order from the entire range of products that is produced because it exists within the plant warehouse, versus only a small amount of what has been produced within the last few days, right, or a few weeks or months, depending on how long the time is. So what that does is further reduce kind of the unreliable supply times and reduces it down to just the transportation. So I order something, I can get it immediately out of the plant warehouse to the regional warehouse, and that helps them be much more accurate. Okay, so you'll notice he talked a lot about the range and the variety and all that. That's going to be kind of our topic for the next time, right? Which is, again, the goal is to have the right products in the right place at the right time. Well, what is right product?
Would you have an idea of how many months from the implementation are these results?
They did it in.
A year, please?
They started in 2013. I know that. And TOC ICO is usually September of 2014.
Right,
So this is.
I think they did first they did a small pilot. And then they went to. So you're probably at 1.5 years.
Yes, I would guess something like that.
Because there are two figures that are a little out of place. CCR is only at 70.
Okay.
So,
I will assume that's the utilization.
Yeah.
yeah, CCR, correct.
Yeah, yeah.
How much? Yeah, correct. How much is that loaded? And initially it was so chaotic, it was loaded only 55. That 55, the minute you put a system of TOC in place, within 2 months,
They should be.
if not less,
90.
that should jump to 99
No,
plus.
I agree. That looks a little low to me.
I don't know. But
Because if the CCR is at 70, to reduce lead time from 25 to 11 doesn't seem to be logical. Because 1/3 of the time, which is assuming that is 67%. So 30% of the time your CCR is the blockade and it is blocking your throughput, and therefore 25 to jump to 11. So I'm just thinking.
So I think
This could be probably 6 months in implementation, and some
So I
probably
think
teething
they
problems
also-
are there.
They also created this plant warehouse where they align the inventory to the
Okay.
demand in the regional
Okay.
warehouse.
So they aggregated it at
Aggregated at a plant.
at a third level.
Oh, okay.
So now it's not. They're
So
just
then due date
producing.
performance, why are they talking of due date performance? Because this is not MTO, right? This is MTS.
Yeah, actually they converted from MTO to LTS.
No, but they still because the there are so many like collections in each year. I think they have for each season there's a very limited amount of time that they need to plan the production for. So it may be that before they were hitting at a low level so that what they produced actually couldn't be sold or had to be deeply liquidated.
The way I see it is that before I have a lot of interruption in my factory because I am running out. I have to make these changes. So whatever I am planning, I am not making it. Now I don't have to because I already have my
Plan well.
inventory right.
Right.
So I am making a lot less, and I can always supply it through my warehouse. I would assume that
Yeah.
that's what actually helped to increase the on time.
Okay. Other thoughts? Good observation.
On the area, not just square meter, this is for like the space they use.
Yeah. This is physical space that they use.
to
I would think it's
a
probably
function of warehousing.
and having a whole bunch of whip.
Yeah, yes, I mean this is I can see this.
less inventory.
There's
Yeah.
clearly inventory.
Yes, clear.
There's a lot of stuff piled up everywhere.
There's a throughput increase and the space.
But if they didn't have their own factory to get the supplies and have things made, it would have been a lot tougher for them to stick with this plan.
Yeah, I mean, you can still get gains just from making smaller batches.
Batches, yeah.
More frequent ordering.
There's another case, it's called as the big brand. I don't know whether you guys have heard of that.
Big brand.
The big brand case study. I mean, Eli has not publicly told what brand it is.
Okay.
It's a big brand. It addresses the problem that he's talking about.
Okay. I haven't seen any. Look that up.
It is there in Eli's blog somewhere. Just search for big brand case study.
Okay. Like TOC TV or something.
I think it is on TOC TV.
Okay.
But it is documented as a big brand.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for coming, guys.
Thank you.
Hopefully we'll have more next time. But well, yeah. Next time we'll talk about how do you actually align what's in stores to uh, the demand, right? What is actually the right product mix to carry within the certain store.